Hey everybody, what's up? Making a video. Gonna try to cut a lot of the bullshit out. I'm gonna teach you how to play some basic electric guitar, um, punk rock, metal. Pretty much uses the basics of what I'm showing you. First thing first, you're gonna learn the standard tuning is E, A, D, G, B, E. That's standard tuning. I'll show you this is how you want to hold your pick. You have your thumb kind of right there, and then your finger right there. Kind of hold it like that. Don't want to have too much of the pick showing. The least amount that you have there, the more control you have. So for you got the 3-note power chord, which is the first fret there, third there, and third there. So that's a basic power chord there. Every fret, every time you're holding down a note, you want to be pretty close to that metal fret there. Here's what that sounds like. Then you also got the a 2-note, which is, you just get rid of your pinky there. Then you got another 2-note, which is basically hold the 3rd fret of the A string, then the 3rd fret of the D string there, and or G string rather, and you get more of like a high pitched noise. You can go all the way down the neck pretty much, you know. And like if you go down a little far, like the bottom 2 strings are tuned differently in a way to where you would have to go like instead of doing a regular 3-chord there or 3-note there, you have to move your pinky down one, something like that. Then there's like so other ways to do like a kind of a bar power chord in standard tuning. Metallica does this a lot. It's like something like that. But like a bar power chord, say you're playing like some Breaking Benjamin, some other stuff, maybe Deftones or whatever. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to play. You're gonna tune the top string down to a D, and leave the bottom 5 to standard, and then you'd be playing. Then you'd be playing bar chords using your finger to fret the top 3 notes, and you can do a drop C too, but I would just stick with a D. C is a little more, it's not really complicated, but if you're just starting, I would just stick with a D. It's C is hard to actually tune because a lot of tuners won't hear that note because it's such a low note. You actually have to fret the note and then tune it like there, and then the bottom 5 there. But don't even worry about that for now. But like I said, those are the bar chords. You have to use those on the top string there. And since the rest of it's in standard tuning, you can you can hit some. You can still hit some stuff like that there. You can go down the neck and whatnot. When you're fretting a 3-note power chord or whatever, and you're not using, say, the top E string there, you gotta deaden that because you're gonna be hitting that when you're strumming fast. So you want to just barely touch down with your middle finger there your middle finger there, so you can deaden that top string. You can use your thumb. I think it's better to use your middle finger there because you can kind of switch chords faster. I think it was kind of a bad habit for me to start doing that a lot because it seems like a little tougher to change chords as fast. So with that being said, like I said, practice the 3-note, the 2-note, the other 2-note there, power chords in standard tuning. There's other tunings you can play that in, but just practice that for now. Do the basic bar power chords with the top string just tuned to a D. The bottom 5 are just the regular, and then you can do your bar chords on each thing there. A good finger exercise to get your fingers kind of moving is to just do 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. You're gonna want to move. Start out slowly. Just keep going up and down. Then if you go down, you can move over one and go back up or whatnot. But you don't want to move your fingers a lot when you're doing it. Move one finger each time, and you don't want to get your fingers real far away when you're doing it. Just keep them kind of close as you can. You'll get used to it after a while, and that's just kind of a basic, easy exercise to go through. You should learn where the notes are on their guitar. You don't have to know where every single one is, but know how they go. Like you can look it up on Google. So like, if you want to do like, since it's standard tune, like say, oh, I want to do a E power chord. That's an E power chord. You're not touching. You're just fretting these two here or the one, whatever. Or if you wanted to play, anything else that you really wanted to, when you started getting into like actually writing stuff, like you want to be able to tell your bassist, hey, I need an E power chord, and basically like the root note of each note is the the lowest note. So like if you're playing here, this would be an F power chord, F1 power chord. Bassist would just be playing that. Might be getting off topic a little, but that's kind of how that works. Like if you're playing here, every note, every power chord you're playing, the uppermost one there is the root note. There's only 12 notes, so it's really not hard to figure out, and it's pretty much, it's pretty easy to just keep repeating itself. You go, every time it repeats itself, you get like a higher octave or whatever, but it's really the same note. Like the top, those are actually the same exact note, the top and the bottom string. So then you got the thing you want to practice is, obviously down picking, palm muting. You just take the base of your palm there, rest it on the bridge. You can get a real deep chuggy sound, or you can let up a little bit and get a little bit lighter of a sound, or whatever you want to call it. Alternate picking, you want to do that. That's going up and down. Like I said, with everything, you want to do the smallest movements you can at first. You get the most control. Just like I said with doing the little scale, the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing. Move your fingers as least amount as you can. You get more control. Same thing with your hand. You don't want to strum the chords like that until you actually know what you're doing. So just do. Be easy on it for now. You don't need to have a really expensive guitar, a really expensive amp to start out with. Just something that works. You can go get something cheap. You don't have to spend $1 million.